guys, Crew Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Aaron. And we're back with Death Note. Last time on Death Note, what happened? Aaron?
Didn't like every FBI agent ever die?
No, they quit.
No.
Oh,
There's
just one died?
like a group of people who are
the
staying
majority
now.
of them quit.
No, every FBI agent died.
Oh, there's like 20 of them, right? Yeah, that's right. I thought you were talking about just the group of people.
No.
But no, the American FBI.
They brought in
agents,
FBI to
which is only
investigate the
American.
Japanese task force or whatever. That way it was an outside source.
Yep.
And no one would know about it.
You're completely right, which caused a lot of the Japanese force to quit, except for this small group.
Yeah, it was like 4 guys.
Over. Yeah, then one of them left. I think there were 6 total left, and now there's 5. Yeah. So yeah, we have that that are working with Light, right?
And then there were 2.
Yeah, I know. Did we have any new rules from last time?
Yeah, I thought.
The only thing I think that we learned is that you are able to write how a death occurs and then write the name beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the only new thing we learned.
Yeah. And we're also just completely on L's side, right? Because Light is a fucking madman killing.
I don't think that he
innocent
killed the FBI agent and stuff.
Yeah,
but
and made the FBI agent kill his comrades. And then now he has a wife who's some genius.
Fiance, wasn't it?
Fiance, yeah.
Because they were going to meet the husband or the fathers.
She retired because they got married, or they were going to get married.
She could have stayed in it a little bit and they could have accumulated a vast fortune. You know what I mean?
Very traditional.
She was apparently a very good
Japanese
agent.
man.
Yeah.
So maybe she's going to be a problem or something.
Or a hero.
Or a solution.
Right? Stop this madman on this mad killing spree.
Well, let's, I don't know. Want to see where she goes?
How about we do that?
What was that?
I am Al.
This is him.
He's nothing like I thought he'd be.
I'm Yagami of the NPA.
Matsuda.
I'm Aizawa. Mogi. Ukita.
Yeah, they're all
American.
Bang.
What?
What the hell was that?
If I were Kira, you'd be dead, Mr. Soichiro Yagami, chief of the NPA. Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder. Please do not give out your name so carelessly.
I knew that he needed a face to kill someone, but I don't remember any evidence that showed that he needed a name, too.
There's no way to verify if this is related, but criminals whose names were never released publicly or whose names were spelled incorrectly in the media have not been targeted. We briefly went over it at one of our meetings.
Spelling.
Yep.
Let me start by saying nobody takes notes on anything that's said in these meetings. That means when we leave headquarters, any information we need...
Cal, this is your fake Never Found Blind Wave.
Right.
You sit like that sometimes.
I do.
Kira is childish and he hates losing.
But how do you...
Just what do you mean?
Well...
He's gonna kill somebody.
I'm also childish and I hate to lose. That's how I know. Early on in the investigation, I tried to provoke Kira with that broadcast. Up until then, we thought that Kira would only go after criminals, but as we all witnessed, he didn't hesitate to kill my stand-in. He's met each of my challenges head-on, and he's never missed an opportunity to return the favor. Now, what do you think would happen if we tried to use media restrictions to hide criminals from someone like that?
I guess...
If you choose to withhold the names of your worst criminals, I'll kill petty criminals or the innocent. I'm not the evil one here, but all those who oppose me by hiding criminals, you are truly evil. That's exactly how Kira thinks.
Kinda sounded like Ryuk
Look at
there.
another way we can use the media to draw him out. Death of FBI agents infuriates the U.S. Latest killings anger the international policing community. Nations agree to send 1,500 investigators to Japan. For Kira, this will be way beyond what he faced with the FBI. Psychologically, he'll start to feel cornered, and that will cause him to take some kind of drastic action.
That's interesting. So he'll think there are 1,500 when there are really only 7 of us. And since none of these investigators exist, Kira won't be able to kill them. It just might work.
On December 14th, 12 FBI investigators...
Hell, writes like that.
Here we are on December 19th. Using prison inmates,
There's a kid who can draw real well.
Manipulating
He
victims'
had
actions
it.
before they die. In other words, during this window of only 5 days, Kira became aware of the FBI's presence and obviously felt threatened. And as we all know, on December 22nd, 27th.
I got a hold of a file which contained all the names and faces of the FBI investigators in Japan, and I succeeded in killing each one of them. December 19th to December 27th. I've been most active during this period.
During this period, to the best of our knowledge, at least 23 individuals died of heart attacks. They were all alleged criminals, ex-convicts, or suspects in ongoing investigations, so legally speaking, they were innocent.
That's true.
What this indicates is that Kira had to manipulate these lesser criminals in order to kill those FBI agents. He waited 8 days so the FBI could investigate other suspects, which meant there'd be no timeline linking him to their deaths. I suspect Kira had to be one of the people being investigated by the FBI between the 14th and the 19th of December. In fact, I have no doubt.
So, does anyone have any questions?
Does the fact that you've shown us your face mean that you've lost? By just being here, are you admitting defeat to Kira?
That's right. By showing my face to you now and by sacrificing the lives of 12 FBI agents, I have lost the battle. But I'm not going to lose the war. I want to show Kira that we're all willing to risk our lives if that's what it takes. And that justice will prevail no matter what.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
I like the sound of that.
We can do this. All right, then. Let's do this, Miyazaki.
I wouldn't even get near windows, man.
Just one clue, a single decisive factor is all I need.
I mean, he still doesn't have his name.
Oversight.
Just one thing.
The agent, right?
Yep.
Fortunately for me, both the police and Elle don't know that Kira can kill people by means other than a heart attack. However, if anyone were to discover that fact, I'd be in a lot of trouble.
Oh, you're bringing a page, planning to kill someone?
No, but lately I've been bringing a page with me every time I go out, just in case.
Ray said that he was planning to go to Shinjuku. That same day, 4 people died of heart attacks in the Shinjuku area, and there was the bus jacking. There's no way it was a coincidence. That's it. Kira can kill in other ways. It doesn't have to be a heart attack.
That's
Thank good.
I need to speak directly with someone from the Special Investigation Task Force. It's
Oh,
urgent.
I'm
shit.
sorry, ma'am, but I can't help you. As I've told
There.
you already, there is no one at Task Force headquarters right now.
I have information relating to the Kira investigation.
The Kira investigation?
Uh-oh. You better not
Look,
kill her,
I'll
too.
call headquarters one more time for you. One moment.
Hey, I haven't seen you in a while, Light.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What, you don't remember? You helped solve the insurance fraud murder investigation sometime last year. But hey, no one remembers the receptionist, do they?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm terrible with faces. Excuse me. My father is actually in charge of the Kira investigation. If you'd like, I could pass your message on. His cell phone is off at the moment, but I should be able to contact
Tells him
him
he'll
soon.
try to kill her.
Just don't say the name.
FBI agents
Yep.
were just killed, and a lot of detectives have quit the case because they're afraid of Kira. I'm sure my father will be calling me back once he checks his messages. When he does, I'll give you the phone and let you talk to him.
You sure that's all right?
Will she
Oh,
suspect
yeah.
him?
You understand why I can't just give you my father's cell phone number, but I have no problem letting you use my phone to talk to him.
Thank
Remember?
you so much.
She walked right into that one, didn't she?
Did she
I
though?
gotta say, you must be pretty brave to be getting involved in the Kira case like this. We've been talking and I just realized I don't even know your name. My name is Light Yagami. Light's written with the character for moon and Yagami with the characters for night and god. Kinda weird, huh?
My name's Shoko Maki. It's written with the characters for shining, colors in child, space, and key is in tree.
Miss Maki, right? I've been thinking about Kira's powers, and I believe they enable him to somehow control his victims before they die.
So do I. If my analysis so far is correct, Kira can kill in a number of ways, not just with a heart attack.
She knows? Who is this woman? You know, that possibility never even crossed my mind. So what you're saying is anytime Kira wants one of his murders to go undetected, he wouldn't use a heart attack.
Right. I'm almost positive that someone I know may have met Kira.
Wouldn't it be better if your friend spoke to them instead?
It probably would, but he's no longer alive. He was one of the 12 FBI agents who came to Japan to investigate Kira.
An FBI agent who met Kira. Could it be Ray Penber?
Gun on the mantle, he has the page with him, right?
Yep.
Is something wrong?
Nothing.
Oh, she gave him a
sorry to hear that he passed away.
Fake name.
false name.
I've come to believe that Kira set up that bus jacking. It was planned to bring him into contact with my fiancé in order to obtain information regarding the identities of the other FBI agents so he could get rid of them all.
Look at his angry stalker face back there.
Evo.
I've been wondering about that bus jacking ever since my fiancé first told me about it. After he calmed down, I asked him for details. He didn't mention any names or anything like that, but he told me one thing.
What did he say?
That he'd been put in a situation where he had to show his FBI ID to someone. The operation was undertaken secretly without the MPA's knowledge. He wasn't allowed to show his ID. I think whoever saw his ID that day is responsible for the deaths of all the agents.
There's no doubt in my mind your deductive skills are excellent, but you can't deny that you have a personal interest in the case. Still, your theory is worth looking into. That's for sure. Your testimony could be central to the case.
It could.
The person your fiancé showed his ID to on the bus that day, it had to be Kira.
That's right.
He has to kill her then, right?
Crosswalk.
It seems there's a god on my side after all.
He's in front of her.
And not just a god of death.
Crosswalk.
Fuck. That's it.
Daggone it.
Man, that was short.
Felt like it.
I was just sitting like thinking like, man, they haven't done the halfway like thing yet, have they? I'm
They
like,
did.
well, maybe they did. And
was
then we did that. I'm
nothing.
like, okay, there's a halfway thing. I'm like, well, that's the ending.
Then Brad
Damn
went,
it.
da-na-na-na-na-na-na, when they did it. Okay.
I just saw like prevent the deaths in the note. And I'm like, wait, what?
Sure. Yeah.
Because I couldn't read it all.
I'm going to assume that whenever these pop up, it's always stuff we've already known. It'd be because sometimes with the anime, it's like, shit, I don't want to see that. You know,
Yeah,
they'll
but
pop it up.
sometimes things that are said sound different than when you read them and you're like, okay, that's how the rule is read out. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so
Dude, L is so hunchy.
Yeah.
he
he's
gets
like
on
an
a hunch
animal, and he
sticks
doesn't
with it.
blink either. He doesn't blink. And
Like, realistically, he should have a couple hypotheses, you know, but he kind of jumps right to theory sometimes, you know? Mm-hmm. And, like, he compounds them. He's always right. But, like, realistically in my head, I'm like, I'm glad that he's figuring this out, but sometimes I don't know how he's figuring it out completely. You know, there's always something else it could be.
Yeah.
Like, he just jumps right to, this guy can kill supernaturally.
Well, I was feeling the same thing about that girl there. That I feel like she's really reaching at like he can kill with other ways than a heart attack.
He must have
I'm like,
another way.
how are you just getting to that?
The only
well, whenever they were talking, he's like, when he calmed down and told me that he showed the ID, I'm like, okay.
Like, it has to be Kira.
Since
that was there.
when you have that bit of information, it seems like okay, it seems more natural to have like okay.
Yeah.
If he was told not to show anybody,
Yeah.
and then there was this incident where he said he had to show someone his
Sure.
ID, no one else would have known his name or anything.
Yeah.
How else would they have gotten the information except for that moment? So if you go with okay, well that was the moment when Kira got his name. If he was the one that did this and orchestrated the bus thing, it makes sense that he would also kill him.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes off into its.
And then she said, like, well, the hijacker jumps off the bus and dies. Isn't that a coincidence? It's like, well, that's more likely that you get hit by, like, a bus than, like, fall off a cliff, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I can see that happening. Someone that's, you know, running into the street getting hit by a car, but she saw it as, like, oh, I can't be a coincidence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
she was right.
she's in shock.
But she's kind of right for the convenience of the
Well,
story.
I don't even think it's that. I think it's that she's saying that if the only person he showed his ID to, because he wasn't supposed to show it, would have been Kira, then it would make sense that he possibly orchestrated the bus thing to get that. And if he orchestrated the bus incident, if he was controlling this guy, it's not too far of a leap to say that he killed him.
Yeah.
And if he got hit by a bus, that's not a heart attack. Like, could it be a coincidence? Maybe, but could it have been staged? And if so, then he probably would have killed
Like,
him.
I
it
guess
makes sense,
where I'm
too.
confused is, like, how does she know, or does she get the idea that he's controlling the guy?
Well, they have They have background of that already.
Yeah, of him trying to control people from prison.
You have the theory of that, like Elle was saying about like the information from notes, like any suicide note from a guy that dies in prison.
Okay.
Like let me see it because it could be him trying to contact us.
Okay.
So there's some, and I think the FBI knew that too. So if he told her and she knows about that.
Okay, so we're under the assumption that he told.
Yeah,
her
there's
all the
stipulation
details.
that she could be like, okay, well if he can control people before they die, and he controlled this guy on the bus to stage getting his ID, why wouldn't he end with killing him rather than that guy going out and talking and just saying whatever? Like I don't know why I did it.
Yeah.
Plus he also can't control people unless he kills them.
Yeah.
I don't know if they know that necessarily, but they have no other proof of him controlling people without them dying.
Yeah.
So, even though like there's no proof in any of it, I can see like a logical like, okay, with this bit of the ID information, you can kind of like build on that of like, here's what I think happened, and it all kind of fits together.
Okay.
Because as soon as she was like, he can kill people without heart attacks, he can kill them anyway, and I'm like, that's kind of just reaching, isn't it? Like, where are you getting this from?
Yeah.
But then with her talking to him, I feel like it kind of like it has some foundation.
Yeah. Like, we're meeting her and she's telling us this like after probably days or hours or whatever.
For a week of her.
And obsessing over it, and her fiance's dead, and she's trying to bury herself in solving the case versus grief.
Which, if she tells the police and Elle learns of this, then he could look at exactly who he was looking into during that time, which would have been Light.
Which would have been,
Which means
the reason he was on the bus in the first place.
Yeah, which would lead you straight to all that.
Now, with him taking with Elle, Light taking a page with him, gun on the mantle, if he takes it with him, is he going to be using it while show that he's taking it with him? And this ending, which to me is more of like a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And if this was a normal show, I'd be like, she's not going to die. They're not going to have it like come back next episode. It's like, bam, dead. You know, it would have happened then.
Yeah.
But Death Note and anime in general, but Death Note especially, exceeds my expectations. So she could still be dead. Yeah. So I'm not sure what's going to happen. What do you guys think?
I can't imagine. I don't know.
I mean, if he killed the FBI agent, you know, that guy was innocent completely.
But what I'm saying is, like, I feel like
I have no doubt that he would be willing to. I just don't know that he's going to at this point.
Yeah, like Game of Thrones really messed up my whole how I feel storytelling. But I feel storytelling wise, she's going to be a player for a while, trying to get revenge.
The one thing I could think,
and hopefully get some kind of resolution.
The only thing I can think of is she gave a fake name.
Yeah, if she gave a fake name, it saves her. Which, if she has an idea of what he does and understands all this, I think that's the best thing to do.
Suspects everybody.
Because he also was like, oh, my name's Light, da-da-da, here's like how it's spelled.
Yeah.
And then she did the same thing. Like, no, she told him how it's spelled and everything too. Like when I said Aaron, my name's Aaron Elliott, and then people put one L, one T, and spell ERIN for some reason, I'm fucking safe.
Or even one A.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, especially if she's this...
I have a great name for that. Everyone always misspells Elliott.
If she's an amazing investigator, what if she put herself there, like she suspected Kira somehow, or she suspected Light? She put herself so they could have this conversation so she could confirm that it's him, you know? And then that's why she gave him the fake name to seed it.
I don't know.
I mean, they also mentioned in just this episode that if they have the wrong spelling, then it doesn't work.
Yeah. Which, I mean, if I knew there was some guy out there doing that, I'd go down to the fucking courthouse and, like, I'm going to put silent T, J.
Eric would be like, I'm Eric Whitey.
Make
Eric Whitey.
Yeah.
Eric Whitley.
That's my name, Whitley.
You'd be so glad people misspelling your name all the time.
Right?
Oh, thank God.
I'd still be like, no. I'd be so angry because it's happened my entire life. I'd rather die.
You would rather die than have your name
misspelled. But I'm not saying, like what I was saying was, like, obviously we would have to have seen, there would be some unforeseen things that would lead up to her placing herself there to meet him.
Yeah, well, she didn't have any background of meeting Light or having an assumption it's Light at all. Because she doesn't know who the investigator is.
Unless, because she had the bus angle, no one else had that bus angle, she was able to somehow track down the manifest of passengers or something.
Yeah, but even still, like, most buses I've been on usually don't track, like, here's who they've been on, you know.
If it was public transportation, maybe they have some kind of system of registering your ticket or...
I don't know. Like, for example, like New York, the MetroCard thing that you get, you just go and buy one.
Sure.
And you could just buy it with cash and it has no info on it. So you just, and it's still good.
Sure.
So there could be, but there could not be.
I mean, the only way that
that could just be coincidental then.
Yeah, and the only way that they might be able to track it down is if it's a specific, like, pass number, It's like, okay, this pass was bought at this time at this location, and
Sure.
then they check security footage.
I have no idea what to expect next, that I'm just trying to reach out and grab. Well, it could be this, it could be this.
Yeah.
Did he ever tell his dad that he was on that bus whenever there was an attack or something?
No, I don't think.
No.
I mean, he wouldn't have told anybody.
Yeah.
And the FBI agent said he had to get out of
Does
there before
girlfriend say
anybody knew
anything?
about it.
You know,
I mean,
like,
yeah.
where is he going to mess up? I'm trying to find his mess ups, you know?
Is he going to kill that girl just so that she's not a
if
loose end?
He killed the FBI agents.
I mean,
to do that,
I feel
yeah.
like his only option now is to kill her because she's the only one really placing that. Hey, this guy showed his ID to somebody, not just that he was investigating Light. Because if you're investigating Light, he'd be like, "It's my son. My son didn't do anything," and it might kind of blow over.
Yeah.
But if you have someone else saying like, "Hey, he was investigating Light. There was this bus jacking. Here's all the information I know." It kind of really points to him.
Yeah.
So if he does kill her, he also can't do a heart attack. He's gonna have to cover it up because she's the only one as of right now who suspects
that it could
any
be
other deaths could be him.
Sure.
So if
How would
she
you
has
kill
him,
her?
if he has her die, like, heck, make it look suicide.
Yeah,
I mean, I
make her write a note.
The crosswalk thing.
Make
like,
her write a
by
suicide
car.
note and jump off the top of her building thing or something like that.
That's exactly
Except
what I was
don't
thinking.
Because
have
her
it.
fiance just died.
Yeah.
Don't have a secret message to L.
Well, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make it a normal, like, I can't live without my love. I'm gonna go see him.
Sure.
I hate Kira. This is your fault, and he jumps. Something like that.
Unless, but what if that happens and then they get the message that she was trying to contact the policeman, talking about Kira, and now she's dead.
True.
You know? And then, who was here? Oh, well, your son was here too. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah. Very true.
I wonder what L was gonna, not L, but L was what he was gonna do in his extra interviews. Like, how could he tell by talking to them individually that they were not the killer?
Oh, before that, the one thing though with that is that if it's a suicide, they may not suspect Kira is involved necessarily because of it being like a suicide look rather than just a heart attack.
Oh, no, I understand.
It has that to maybe help too.
I was just gonna say, like, if they okay, where was she this last day? Well, she actually was at the police station.
Yeah,
That
but then Light, what did you guys talk about? She talked about how she Mr. Fiance and this and that. He could kind of lie and cover a little bit. Mm-hmm. It may not go.
Elle would
back.
fucking get that shit immediately. He's like, oh, I guess I can do that.
May not get back too far.
What were you saying, Shane?
Al said he had to talk to them all individually before they all left the apartment. What he was going to
He's going to interview them and make sure.
I think he's wanting maybe
double check that they aren't.
How can he tell if they're not?
Yeah, true. I mean, it could be some talk of like.
You swear?
Where were you? What have you done?
Who's your family?
Yeah, maybe just some information
How much
about
access
them.
would someone have in your household to your stuff?
He may have some generic questions for each one of them that maybe aren't so generic, but maybe specific to information he knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That maybe can kind of rule out that they are, whatever.
What does L mean when he said he sacrificed the 12 FBI agents?
I mean, he was the one that brought them in.
So, but he almost takes like responsibility. For
I think he does because he was the one that brought them in to investigate the task force.
Yeah.
And now that they're gone, I think he takes that as his loss. He basically sacrificed them for nothing.
Yeah.
And now he's showing his face.
I didn't know if he knew like I know if I bring them in, these 12 men will die. I for some reason with the idea of he had that one table which was like a chessboard, and he was talking about like this. I sacrificed these guys. It almost can't seem like it was like an intentional sacrifice, like you would like a sacrifice a pawn or a knight to take a keg,
Yeah.
I was just trying to think like, I mean, he didn't mean like this was his plan for these 12 men to die in order to catch him. He just takes it on as guilt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's more of the sense of what he was trying to say.
Because the whole reason that he brought them in is because he wanted people that didn't have names and didn't have faces. That's why they didn't show their IDs to anybody except Ray to Light, which then got him and the other 11 agents killed.
How well known do you think it is in the police station that that Light is an incredibly intelligent guy that has solved an insurance fraud investigation, and the receptionist is like, "Oh, you should come on with the Kira thing."
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I felt like that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like, well, so they know that he's exceptionally bright, and he must be able to figure this kind of stuff out,
But
like,
they just assume that he's on the side of right.
Yeah, but will that be something that could be like eventually, if he's ever suspected, and like, well, we know he's incredibly smart.
I mean,
he's just a kid and he did the insurance.
But they
fraud.
might.
I mean, it's not even that. He's number one in the country.
In the country, yeah.
and he actually, what's funny is he used that too for the girl. He said, "Oh, maybe I'll solve it before L."
Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was an interesting thing to bring up.
I think just so she talked to him,
We think of L's plan to bring 1,500 fake investigators.
1,500 seems like a lot.
I mean,
It does.
Has
but
the news say
I like
that?
the idea that. Well, I mean, he talked about a lot. Like if they started covering up the criminals,
Yeah.
then he doesn't like to lose. So then he, as being the same as L, is
Yeah.
going to push to still.
I mean,
hey, look, I'm still here.
It's
I'm doing
brilliant
stuff.
because he knew there were the FBI agents. There's 20 of them, and then one was following him, right? And then he figures out,
12, right?
12. I'm sorry, 12.
I think it was 12.
Was it 12?
I think it was 12.
That was 20. Maybe it is 12.
Yeah, there should have been.
There was something to do with
No,
12.
it's 12. 12 agents.
Yeah, 12 FBI agents.
So, he knows that's happening, and one of those 12 found him and was following him. So how paranoid is going to be whenever there's 1,500
Investigators
and they're
searching.
hiding? They really
And you
are.
don't know who they
You
are.
have no idea who they are.
Yeah.
And not only it's not just 12, it's 1,500. So you could have every day you could be crossing the path of 50 of them.
They have to. They have to, and I'm hoping they do, because like they said, like, they don't even know where the investigators are. But like L can't let any information leave his room.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
any
he's not even
information they
letting
have,
papers or anything go.
any information they have needs to stay there, because if any of them take it back,
Yeah.
if any of them happen to be the leak somehow, or whatever,
Or
like,
L.
it could.
Yeah.
So hopefully they do that so he doesn't know of anything. Because
Yeah.
if his dad just comes back and starts talking about it, or here's my paperwork or something like that, and he's like, these are fake, like.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay.
But I love the paranoid idea of it.
Sure, me too.
Making him paranoid, make him start like maybe killing people that he doesn't have to. That starts signifying, okay, well, he's killed someone here, maybe he's here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Push him to make him another mistake.
Yeah.
Because that's. I mean,
Because
he left himself way open.
he's always risen to the challenge I throw at him. So when I throw 1,500 investigators, what's he gonna do next?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does he rise to a challenge that's not even really there? Okay.
Especially when they're waiting for it.
Right. You guys got anything else?
No. Well, yeah. The voice of our main character, he sounds like he sounds like Catcher Rababa Winter from Gundam Wing. So if anyone lets me know in the comments,
I don't know.
Yeah.
The last thing I have is
Still draw like that.
if somebody walked into the room when Ryuk was eating an apple, what would they see? Because those apples are
Like, would
from
they see
Earth.
the apple floating
Would
in the
they
air?
see an apple being bitten and digested?
I think if he touches something,
if he's interacting with it,
it becomes invisible.
Can he interact with anything?
I don't know.
I think if he wants to.
We don't know the rules of him at all.
I'm saying because when he touches the apple, does the apple disappear? Does
I think
the
so.
apple float? I'm just saying, does it have? Why just an apple? Can he do that to a person? Can he do that to an
I mean,
object?
if he touches a person, would
Can he
they be able to see them?
No, what if Light was in trouble and he just grabbed Light and now you couldn't see either one of them?
We know that he wouldn't interfere, but could he? Like the apple thing just makes me think, like, what kind of effect can he have on the physical world?
Yeah.
Well, he said that he can't. He doesn't like help or hinder, like it says in there, the deaths in the note.
Yeah.
But he could still help Light.
Maybe.
Like he offered the Shinigami site.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wasn't really to help. I guess it would help him, but it was also to.
Well, he was helping himself too.
You know what? I think that with the site thing, I think the girl gave the wrong name. He's gonna try it, and it's not gonna work, and he's gonna end up
He's
having
gonna
like
have
people
to-
like Elle that he doesn't know the name of, and people like her who he doesn't know the name of. He's gonna have to give his site to give up his years.
And it's like a split-second decision. Like I have to do it, or I'll be caught right now. Oh my gosh, do it.
I know. I just feel like it'd be like if I was her, I would not give my name to anybody.
No.
I'd make up some name.
Yeah.
Jonathan Smith.
I wouldn't be in this situation.
What?
I wouldn't be in the situation that he's in.
I guess.
I'd have this book, but I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Now I don't know. Also, if the page
Kill some
thing.
factory farmers or some shit.
What?
Real fucking evil people.
Oh,
The guys that fucking torture chickens alive.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if the page thing is going to be necessarily for this, but if we now know that he just always tries to carry a page with him,
Sure.
then we always know that he's never
Unarmed.
empty-handed. He always
Yeah.
has something he can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also liked Elle's thing of like, bang, you're all dead. Like,
Right.
what?
It freaks me out he doesn't have any eyebrows.
I mean, they're
No
kind of
pops.
covered up by his bangs, but
It looks to me like he doesn't have any.
This is
don't bother to draw
Calvin.
it.
no.
He's just a skinny, hunched over. Like,
Never
look at his
leaves the
eyes.
house.
He's so tired. He's in sleep.
Eric. It's Eric body, but without cake.
This isn't Eric body. That's not an Eric body.
But without
I
cake.
never sit like that ever.
That'd be weird looking.
Eric, sit like that right now.
No,
Do it.
Try.
No, break the chair. I don't want to do that.
Right, you're sitting on it now.
Your feet. Yeah, but no.
I feel like I'll be
no,
mocked.
I'll always wait.
I feel like I'd be mocked.
I'll be mocked.
And there'd be no value.
Eric, if you did it and the chair broke, at least we're filming.
Well, you have your posterior chain is much heavier.
Do they, Car?
We did. We're watching it right now.
Y'all look like a frog.
Patreon early access over
I
there.
can't stop. I can't stop it.
Early access.
That's what I couldn't do both.
That's your word. Well, you